Welcome to Mrs. Troutfire's cookery lesson tonight, and we are going to Latin America. We're having carne asada tonight. We have got these beautiful fillet steaks and we need to get them into their marinade now, and that's what gives it all the flavour. Big bold flavours for this one, and it is delicious. And the first thing we need is the juice of an orange. I know, weird, right? It's worth it though, trust me. Get as much of that out as possible. Might need to actually use two oranges. Not particularly juicy. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2 oranges for this one. Smells lovely already. Yeah, not particularly juicy oranges, but that should be alright. Feels as if I'm having a workout here. Good for the bingo wings. This lovely stuff. So that goes in our bowl. That should do it. And then we want some lime juice just to counterbalance the sweetness of the orange. I always find it helps release the juice if you give them a wee smoosh on your chopping board before you cut them. These are really fresh. I actually tend to use overripe limes because I feel the juice comes out a lot easier. But these I just bought today, so they're pretty fresh. This. Yeah, I'm going to use another half a lime, I think. I want to keep a half a lime for when it's cooked. I'll use that to garnish and just sprinkle over the top. That's a better one. Lovely. Next we have 4 cloves of garlic, minced. No vampires in this house. We have 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. Lovely. We've got a teaspoonful of cumin. Again, I know, weird, eh? Weird in a good way. We want to add a jalapeno chilli. They're not too hot, but they just give it a nice wee bit of background heat. Just chop them up. You can remove the seeds if you don't particularly like the heat, but you really want to get that chilli flavour in there. And again, weird, I'm going to put soy sauce. 1/4 of a cup of soy sauce in South American cooking. Who knew? You can use the low salt soy if you prefer. I like the gutsy full salt. I'm Scottish, what do you expect? And the final ingredient for the minute, actually no, I've got 2 more to go. I want get a good cupful of chopped coriander, fresh coriander in there. You know already how much I love coriander. Careful of the gods. I am going to add some chopped spring onion, which isn't in the recipe, however, I just think it adds something that I quite like. Just give it a really good mix. You're going to emulsify that soy sauce and fruit juice and your olive oil. It smells absolutely wonderful. I don't tend to add salt because I feel as if the soy sauce adds enough, but definitely give it a check. For me, that's perfect. I don't think that needs anything. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this and set it aside so that we can use it to garnish the steak once it's actually cooked. Just enough to sprinkle over the top of your cooked steak. Beautiful. Yum, yum, yum. And we're going in with these beauties. Look at that. Butcher steak, beautiful. And just make sure that they're completely submerged in that marinade. Get all the garlic and the soy, chilies, get it all over the top. We don't want any of that flavour going to waste at all. Scoop up all that goodness. Yum, 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 yum. Lovely. Now, I'm going to leave it probably for about an hour to 2 hours. You can leave it overnight in the fridge if you want. It'll just make the flavour all the stronger, but it is delicious. I would reckon probably about 2 hours is okay. I'm just going to finally chop a few little spring onions and scatter them over, and that is us. So that's us. While that's marinating, what you can do is get on with whatever accompaniment you're having with the steak. We are just going fairly traditional. I'm just doing mushrooms, roasted tomatoes and fries. So we'll see you when I get back. So this is the veg we're having with dinner tonight. Just your basic steak, mushrooms, tomatoes and chips. So I've basically just put some olive oil on it, some pepper. I don't add salt because that extracts all the liquid and there's going to be a bit of liquid in it. I've got them, I'm going to put them in the oven just now. It's a hot oven, 200 degrees for about 15-20 minutes. And you want to take it out halfway through just to drain the liquid off so that they don't end up just boiling in the pan. So that's getting popped in. At the same time, I'm going to turn my frying pan on to heat on the stove, and it's got to be really, really hot to sear the steak. And while that's happening, I'm going to chop my onions. So we're going to cook these steaks that have been marinating for a couple of hours. Remember, we put some olive oil into the marinade, which means you don't have to oil the pan. As long as it's a non-stick pan, you'll be fine. So you want that pretty much smoking hot. Oh, just look at that. Cook them to your preference. I like mine medium well. Mr. Troutfire likes his like its backside and cook it and serve it. So however you like it. That marinade unfortunately has to get binned now because it's had raw meat in it. Yeah, the steak's been frying for about 7 minutes, something like that. We've just taken it out to rest it. Oh, it smells amazing. Combination of flavours are just match made in heaven in my view. So yeah, let it rest for a couple of minutes more and we'll show you the slicing up when it's ready. So, as I said, I like my steak medium well, just a little bit pinkness. That's perfect for me actually. Some of you steak aficionados will be absolutely furious with me. Yep, for me that's perfect. So just getting a bit pinker as we go into the middle. Beautiful. Don't mind a bit of pink, I just don't want dark red. Can't cope. And then Mr. Troutfire's should be a bit pinkish if I've done my work correctly. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go, just the way he likes it. Lovely. I would say that was just about perfect for Mr. Troutfire. Although he probably could eat it a lot pinker, to be honest, with blood coming out of it and still moving. So there we have it. Carne Asada, yum yum, with a bit of extra asada sauce over the top, delicious. And I'll have all the chilies. That's how I roll. Just finish that off with a little sprinkle of coriander and a few wee spring onions. Okay, let me add it. Spicy, fresh, yum, beautiful. Enjoy.